Hello there, everyone. This is Mr. D. I want to welcome you to my Holy Chronicles of Genesis. This is chapter 48. If you haven't marked my subscribe button, please do so. And this is a continuing of verses for Genesis on the history of God's people, leading up until the end of Genesis, which opens a whole new chapter of people. Interesting. The next book of the Bible, which is Exodus, is got a lot of more good stuff in it. So let's get started. Remember, we left with 47 with Joseph and Jacob. Jacob asking Joseph to to swear that he would take his body back to Canaan when he dies. Well, it opens a chapter now at 48, and it's saying that sometime later, Joseph was told his father was ill. So he took his two sons, Manasseh and Ephraim, along with him. When Jacob was told, your son Joseph has come to see you, Israel, which is Jacob, called his strength together, pulled himself together and sat up in the bed. It was an important time, I mean, his grandchildren were coming and so forth. Jacob said to Joseph, God Almighty appeared to me at Luz in the land of Canaan, and there he blessed me and said to me, I am going to make you fruitful and increase the number. I will make you a community of people and will give this land as an everlasting possession into your descendants after you. Now then, your two sons born to you in Egypt before I came to you here will be reckoned as mine. Ephraim and Manasseh will be mine, just as Reuben and Simon are mine. Any children born to you after them will be yours. In the territory they inherit, they will be reckoned under the names of the brothers. As I was returning from Padan, to my sorrow, Rachel died in the land of Canaan while we were still on the way. I will a little distance from Ephraim. That's where she died. So I buried her there beside the road to Ephraim. That is Bethlehem. When Israel saw the sons of Joseph, he asked, who are these? They are the sons God has given to me here, Joseph said to his father. Then Israel said, bring them to me so I can bless them. Now Israel's eyes were failing because of old age. He could hardly see. So Joseph brought his sons close to him, and his father kissed them and embraced them. Israel said to Joseph, I never expected to see your face again, and now God has allowed me to see your children too. Then Joseph removed them from Israel's knee and bowed down with his face to the ground. And Joseph took both of them, Ephraim on his right towards Israel's left hand, and Manasseh on his left towards Israel's right hand, and brought them close to him. But Israel reached out with his right hand and put it on Ephraim's head, though he was the younger. Crossing his arms, he put his left hand on Manasseh's head, even though Manasseh was the firstborn. Then he blessed Joseph and said, May the God before whom my father Abraham and Isaac walked faithfully, the God who has been my shepherd all my life to this day, the angel who has delivered me from harm, may be blessed these boys. May they be called by my name and the names of my father Abraham and Isaac, and may they increase greatly on the earth. When Joseph saw his father placing his right hand on Ephraim's head, he was displeased. So he took hold of his father's hand and moved it from Ephraim's head to Manasseh. Joseph said to him, "No, my father, this one is the firstborn. Put your right hand on his head." But his father refused it and said, "No, my son, I know he will become a people, and he too will become great. Nevertheless, his younger brother will be greater than he, and his descendants become a group of nations." He blessed them that day and said, "If your name will Israel pronounce this blessing." No, it says, "In your name will Israel pronounce this blessing? May God make you like Ephraim and Manasseh." Well, a little quote from this Bible saying here about something about we just read says that the things about sheep is they're totally dependent on their shepherd. They're completely vulnerable apart from him. Like sheep, we'll find ourselves completely helpless if we try to live apart from God. This was based on what was in verse 15. Well, the last bit of this chapter says, "So he put Ephraim ahead of Manasseh. Then Israel said to Joseph, I'm about to die, but God will be with you and take you back to the land of your fathers. And to you I give more hope, more ridge. To you I give more ridge of land than to your brothers. The ridge I took from the Amorites with my sword and my bow." That's chapter 48. So Jacob didn't bless Joseph's two children in the same manner, the oldest to the youngest. Kind of like what happened with Esau and Jacob. When Jacob took Esau was firstborn. Jacob was not. He was the younger one, just like in this one. So kind of similarity. I don't know why that's the case, but that's the way the history wrote. Now, are you ready to go into chapter 49, guys? That's coming up next. So Mr. D wants to say he'll see you there soon. And to not forget, God loves you. Bye-bye.